In this video I'm going to add a Google Sitemap to a Recite website. So this is simply a matter of adding a new web feed to the website and then adding a page that shows the web feed. So to start with, let's open the web feeds, or let's add a new tab to manage feeds. So select feeds and create that tab. And once this widget is loaded, click new web feed, and we're going to add it based on pages. There's other options for creating feeds, so if you want to make a blog and then create an RSS feed, you can do that, but just to keep it relatively simple for now, we're just going to create a sitemap based on the pages. So let's just call this Google Sitemap. Now you can add this in Google Webmaster Tools. I won't show you how to do this, but it's fairly straightforward, and they'll validate your XML feed and make sure it's all working fine. So we're going to start from the home page. If you select a sub page, then only pages within that will be included. So select home and include starting page and no limit. We're not going to exclude any pages for now, but we will shortly. So let's just create this feed, and the feed appears here. There's no options to click on here. It just shows you that the feed exists. So now that the feed is there, we need to add it to the website. So open pages, just close that one. Now we need to add a new page, and this uses the web feed driver, and that hasn't been added yet as a page type. So let's just open page types. So now we can add the new page type. So click on new page type. There's a few to choose from here, but we'll be outputting a web feed, so that's at the bottom, web feed. And we'll call it Google Sitemap. And we have to choose how we want to output the feed, and there's a few to choose from, but we're using the sitemap format. If you pick RSS, then it will be output in RSS feed format. So create page type. Now this isn't creating the page, it's just the type of page. This means you can create multiple pages using this type. We don't need page types anymore, so let's just close that. So now we can create a sub page, and as you can see, our new type appears here. So we're creating it below home, which means it'll appear at this below this top level here. So Google Sitemap, and we call it Google Sitemap. The convention with sitemaps is to call them sitemap.xml. Now it's not required, but we'll just stick to convention. And the other option here was we pick a feed, so let's choose the feed we created at the start. Create page, and there's a Google icon here to indicate that it's a sitemap, so let's click on that one. There's no content tab for this page because it doesn't make sense for there to be. There's nothing output. But we can have a look at this page, so let's click on it now. You can see the URL. It's got /sitemap.xml as we entered. So here's our sitemap. Chrome doesn't actually render XML in any useful format, but just to demonstrate, view page source. And you can see there it's generated the URL set based on this schema, which is the sitemaps schema, and we've only got 3 pages so far. As you add more pages, these will automatically be added. Now just, you might note, this sitemap.xml file, now this doesn't need to be in the file because Google already knows about it. So we can actually exclude this just by going back into, or just close this, and then return. So we do that in the feed options, as we saw when we created the feed. We could exclude certain types or certain pages, so we just edit this. So we can either exclude the Google Sitemap type, or we can open this and exclude it in that way. Now that I've selected this, I'll just save that and reload the feed, and you can see that last link's gone. And if I view source, it just has the 2 links in here now. And that's how you create a Google Sitemap in Recite CMS.